Good morning to all of you. Welcome to a new video from IBCS. In this video, we are going to discuss on the subject of database management system. In my previous two videos, we have already discussed about the overview of structured query language. We have also discussed about data definition language. We have discussed about data manipulation language and data query language. What I will do, I will leave the link to both the videos up above. You can go and have a look. In this video, we will discuss about the third part of structured query language, which is aggregate functions. We will see there are 5 aggregate function in total. So we'll discuss each of those function in detail and we'll take example to solve them. At the end of the video, I have given few assignments which you can carry out and you can solve the problem and put the answers in the comment sections below. So let us start.
So let us start with a discussion of aggregate functions. These functions operate on multi-set of values of a column of a relation and return a value. So it means that aggregate function works on a column which has got numbers. For example, the salary column or the column on which you have the bank balance, that is where the aggregate function will work. So there are 5 aggregate functions that we are going to discuss. Average, number 1, number 2 min, number 2 max, number 3 max, number 4 sum, number 5 is count. Average aggregate function help us to calculate the average for the particular column. Min aggregate function helps us to find out the minimum value from the column. Max aggregate function helps us to determine the maximum value from a given column. Sum help us to add up all the values in a given column, and count helps us to count the number of values that are present in a given column. So we are taking an example of a relation instructor in which there are 4 attribute or 4 column: ID, name, department name and salary. The reason I have taken salary because we have to use aggregate function on this particular relation. So let us say we want to find the salary of the instructors in the computer science department. So the query will be select average AVG within bracket salary from instructor where department name is equal to computer science. Next we can find out the average salary for all the instructors, so simply we can write select average within bracket salary from instructor. There is another task that you can write to write a query to find out the average salary for the finance department. So pause the video, type in the query and see whether it is correct or not. Next we will discuss about a phrase which is group by. So here we have to find out the average salary of the instructor in each of the departments. So it would be select department name average within bracket salary from instructor group by department name. So it means that it will group up a particular department and add up all the salary and calculate the average. So for example, in computer science department there are 3 faculty, it will add up the salary of all the 3 faculties and give us the average. So you can find a table where the answer is given. So let us say that we want to find the minimum salary among all the instructor. So here in the aggregate function min, we can write the query as select min within bracket salary from instructor. What this query will do is it will help us to find out the minimum salary of from all the instructor. Now let us say we want to find the minimum salary from the finance department. So the query would be select min within bracket salary from instructor where department name is equal to finance. The next function that we are going to discuss is the max function. Similar to min function, max helps us to retrieve the maximum value from the given column. For example, we want to find the instructor who has got the maximum salary from the instructor. So the command would be select max within bracket salary from instructor. So what this will do is it will help us to find out which is the highest salary from the instructor relation. So here is a task for you. So write down the query to find the maximum salary from the computer science department. Pause the video here and write down the query, and after few seconds I will put down the answer and you can check whether it is correct or not. The next function that we are going to discuss the aggregate function sum. Now sum helps us to add up all the values in the given column. So let us say we want to write a query to find out the total salary of all the instructor who belong to the finance department. So the query will be select sum within bracket salary from instructor where department name is equal to finance. Now let us say we want to find out the sum of all the salary from the relation instructor. So simply the query will be select sum within bracket salary from instructor. So the above statement will ignore all the null amount and the result will be displayed. And the next one or the last one is the count function. So the count function helps us to count the number of values in that particular column. So let us say we want to find out how many number of instructors are there in that particular table. So we'll directly write select count within bracket distinct ID from instructor. The next question is we want to find the number of tuples in the instructor relation. So the query will be select count within bracket star from instructor. Now let us say we want to count the number of instructors who are there in the department of history. So the query will be select count within bracket star from instructor where department name is equal to history. So here is a relation faculty which has got 6 attributes or 6 column: faculty ID, faculty name, department, designation, salary and phone number. Now obviously the column on which you can carry out the aggregate function is the salary, because faculty ID, though it is a number, but it is not relevant to calculate the faculty ID, and phone number we cannot do any calculation on that. So the only column or attribute on which we can carry out the aggregate function is salary. So there are few of the queries that are given. So what you can do, you can write down queries for each of the questions that are asked. You can pause the video or take a screenshot and write down the queries. So this is the first part of the assignment. The second part of the assignment is this. So this includes everything from my previous videos. So go through the previous videos and try to answer the queries. Thank you very much for watching the video. Like, share and subscribe the video.